Well, it's my first day back here, or my first day here at Sonoran Living with you, and I've already had a huge education because I've learned the difference between grilling and searing, which I think we should share with everybody. And also, I realized that I had a total misconception because I thought grilling just meant barbecue, and I also thought that you had to do it outside.
Right.
And when it's really hot, you don't always want to stand over a barbecue grill outside. Maybe you want to do the same, get the same technique and the flavor, but do it on the inside.
Right, and again, just like you said, it's the same technique, whether it's indoor and outdoor, and that's what really is the beauty of cooking. You know, but going back to your original question, it was grilling versus barbecue. Grilling is just a cooking surface. Barbecue is nice, low, slow heat, oftentimes using smoke and things of that sort, but two totally different cooking techniques.
Okay, well, I'm so glad I know. All right, so we're going to sear this beautiful ribeye. Has anybody can look at that? And so tell us, go ahead.
So we're going to do steak au poivre, so basically peppered steak. So we got this beautiful cut of ribeye, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of this coarsely crushed
But it sounds so
pepper.
good when you say steak au poivre.
It does sound pretty.
I already feel like I'm in France.
And of course season it with salt. And right over here I got my saute pan going nice and hot with a little bit of one of our most favorite things in our kitchens, Marco Verde olive oil. We use that exclusively over at Sur La Table, and it really is just a versatile, you know, olive oil. Not only to use for finishing and vinaigrettes, but also for cooking.
And the good thing about olive oil is it's also so good for you as well.
And it tastes good.
Tastes good, good for you. What else can you want?
So nice and hot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the steak and just get that searing.
And see, I've learned something. I never even knew that you could cook steak this way.
Absolutely. And the secret of getting a nice sear is really just letting it go. Oftentimes at this point, whether it's grilling or searing, you see people taking their tongs and lifting up and seeing what's going on, making sure I'm not burning. But the trick is you have to make sure that your heat is controlled and everything is nice and hot.
Well, you know, I have a question. How do you know how everybody has a different stove top? How do you know how high to set the heat?
Well, the first part of it is the equipment that we're using. So we're using the ScanPan CSX, and what that does, it gives me a nice even sear all the way throughout.
Okay.
That's number one. Number two, again, is going back to those same parameters. Hot pan, hot oil, and enough oil to coat just the bottom of that pan.
Okay.
Once you have all those parameters set, really, you know, you can't do any wrong with it. While this is searing, we'll go ahead and move into the potatoes.
Okay.
And really easy. I mean, steak and potatoes, that's something that everyone loves. And I have some Yukon Golds here, and all I'm going to do is half them and just cut them into wedges like so. It's kind of two 45-degree cuts.
And now, while Chef Frank is doing that, I need to let everyone know, because he was sharing with me this information, that they have a culinary program that just started over at the Fashion Square store. You've had this going for a long time over at Kierland, but you can learn techniques like just how to cut.
Just like this.
How to use the knives properly, because that can make a difference when you're making vegetables, potatoes, and so forth.
It's one of those things where you might know how to cook, but you start getting into the technique and the why and the know-how behind it, and you start getting this addiction with a lot of cooks. Like you start wanting to buy new knives because you realize that knives have to be sharp in order for them to work. Cookware, ingredients, and really that's one of the beauty of taking a class with us. So all I'm going to do is going to take that same Marco Verde olive oil, season, of course, with salt and pepper.
Okay.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some minced garlic.
More garlic.
Go in just like that. Just kind of mix that around. And again, with that olive oil, the reason why we use so much oil or fat in general is because you need something to distribute heat evenly and also keep things from sticking. So this will go on a sheet tray, 425 degrees in the oven until it's nice and caramelized. About 20-25 minutes. And what I already have.
And we're going to see it here in just a minute. Take a quick look. And we're going to go to a break and come back and
here are our
see some other delicious food. That looks great.
Potatoes here. So beautifully caramelized, nice color, a little bit of garlic, and we can check on our steak actually.
All right, we're going to go to a break right now, and then we're going to come back. So stay tuned, because we have another cooking segment and some more great information from Chef Frank. Wait a minute, listen to this. Poached eggs with vanilla ice cream. If that doesn't make you hungry, I don't know what will.
Poached figs.
Figs. Oh, figs. What did I say? Poached ice
eggs.
cream?